Good morning, KU, and welcome. I'm Jack.
And I'm Zach. And Jack, good morning. Jack just woke up 10 minutes ago, but he's still here and ready to go.
I was literally sleeping like 8 minutes ago.
You're in the holiday spirit, though. You know, you're on break already.
I tell you what. The cranberry sauce alone puts a smile on my face. Just waiting for my grandma's cranberry sauce. Oh, it's delicious.
I just have the thought of watching football and playing video games all day.
Oh my God.
Eating food like nonstop and just keep going. Like
it's just a wonderful thought.
I'll go up for like a third plate and I'll have my relatives like stare at me like, what is he like? Are you getting a third plate? Like, what is he doing?
It'll be like, yeah, Aunt Susie, I am getting a third plate. I'm a starving college student.
So
okay?
Thanksgiving, so cranberry sauce, that's your favorite food?
I mean, it's up there with pumpkin pie. I mean, I'd probably give the edge to the pumpkin pie, but I mean, it's a little more healthy for me than pumpkin pie.
Gotcha.
What about you? What's on the docket for you? What are you looking forward to?
You know,
Thanksgiving-wise.
I'm a hearty type of guy.
Okay,
I like some good old meat and potatoes. So if you got some good turkey and some good potatoes, I'm a fan of that. My grandma's potatoes are really good.
Now, what kind of potatoes are we talking about?
Mashed.
Mashed.
Yes. Oh, yeah. It's like the type of mash where it's like there's chunks of potatoes in it too.
Oh, for sure. But I'm talking. Are we going sweet potatoes?
Oh, okay.
Or are we going traditional? You gotta pick a side here.
I'm not a big fan of sweet potatoes, so I would have to go with regular potatoes. I'm not.
Really? Okay, we have a declared regular potato fan on set. I'm gonna draw a line in the sand. I'm on the sweet potato side.
Wow. All right. Well, I'd probably say you're a sweet potato guy too.
You could probably look at me and go, "That guy's probably a sweet potato guy." Yeah. Whatever. Football games though, Panthers Cowboys. Panthers are the dogs in that game.
I know, and I'm really looking forward to that actually, and I can see also why they might be somewhat of a dog with Tony Romo returning for the Cowboys. It's going to be a great matchup.
I know that Tony Romo-Dez Bryant connection. That's
it's going to be very
else.
Interesting to see, especially at home and with Cowboys and how bad their record is. But
I know, but it's like that Thanksgiving vibe that the Cowboys always seem to put off, which is cool.
And did you know halftime for an NFL football game, it's about 12 minutes long?
Yeah.
And do you know how long it takes to eat Thanksgiving dinner?
How long?
12 minutes.
No.
That is not a coincidence. Thanksgiving dinner is meant for halftime of a football game. It was framed for that.
Really?
Yes.
God, they have everything down to a science now. They really do.
It really is, yeah. I mean, football, food, more football. And more football,
it's like Thanksgiving is so American. Like it's just like, okay, I'm gonna hang out with my family. I'm gonna eat as much food as my body can possibly consume, pass out on the couch, and watch football for the rest of the day.
Yeah, wake up 4 hours later, eat more food.
Wake up 4 hours later, and then we're gonna go bargain hunting the next morning at 5 a.m. or whatever these crazy people are doing these days.
What do you do? What do you do Black Friday, though? Talking about Black Friday, too. What's your favorite store to go to or favorite item to try to get around that?
Okay. This Black Friday, there's this like special deal going on at the Legends outside of Kansas City, and that's where we're celebrating Thanksgiving is Kansas City. And if you show up, like if you're one of the first 200 people in line, I did my research here. One of the first 200 people in line, you get a free bag of gift cards to all the stores at the center at 11 o'clock on Thanksgiving night. I mean,
you gonna be there?
I'm one of those bargain hunting fiends, and like I might be in attendance. I really might be. You might see me there. And then at 12, they have from 12 o'clock, like midnight, to 9 o'clock at night. The stores are open. Literally 21 hours straight.
That's awesome. That's really awesome.
Of bargains, guys. Like it's nuts.
So I go to Iowa for Thanksgiving, and
ooh,
you know my favorite thing to do on Black Friday is I actually like to go to Walmart and go look in like the $1 and like $2 DVDs. There's a lot of steals in that pile. There's a lot of steals.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm a big movie guy too. What are you looking at? What kind of genres?
It's just anything that really pops out. I don't really go in like, if you go in like narrowing your search, you're not gonna find what you want.
That's true. That's true. You got to go in open-minded, be like, you know what? If I run into Rush Hour 3 and it's for 50 cents, then I'm gonna pick it up.
Yeah.
But you know, if it's out there for $7.79, I don't know. I might go with Sandlot for like $1.10.
That's a good point. Sandlot's a great movie.
Okay, back to KU news. We destroyed Chaminade last night, as we should, which is awesome.
I was watching the game last night, and I was just like, man, I'm gonna start watching Netflix. This is so boring. Like,
I know.
That's how bad we were killing them.
It was absurd. Checked yellow, still not cleared to play. Whatever, you know, that's later on in the year. That's gonna hurt us if we don't have him. I really hope we have him, but I think that's all for this dynamic duo. But stay tuned for Lauren with our guest Alecia Stultz from KU Dining.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Welcome back. I'm Lauren Davidson here with my guest Alecia Stultz from KU Dining. Welcome, Alecia.
Thanks.
So Alecia, can you tell me, how long have you been with KU Dining?
I have been with KU Dining for almost 10 years.
Wow, okay. And I know that you're on the retail side of KU Dining. Can you talk to me a little bit about the difference between retail and residential?
Right, the difference between retail and residential. Residential dining governs the residential dining centers that are within the dining halls, or within the residence hall. So Mrs. E's up at Lewis Hall, Oliver Dining at Oliver, North College at GSP Corbin. And then the studio that's up at Hashinger and also Jayhawk Grocer, that kind of falls under the residential side as well. But then retail dining is anything that's not within a residential hall. So anything that's within the unions, the market, the underground, the Crimson Cafe, all of the J breaks across campus, the coffee shops across campus. So those are the retail aspects. And then we also have the catering aspect as well. So 3 different divisions of one department.
That's impressive. And I know, as we talked about before the show, we're one of the few universities that actually has it all combined into one.
That is correct. We a lot of universities, their residential dining will report up through the Department of Student Housing, and it's a self-operated department. And then their retail dining would be a contract. But here at KU, we do all of it. So 22 locations across campus, and it's all one self-operated department.
Wow. I know last week, all of the residential halls had their big Thanksgiving dinner.
Yep.
Can you talk to me, how long does that take to plan, and what kind of budget goes into that?
Yeah, last week it was Family Traditions, and that was celebrated at all 3 of the residential dining centers. And truth be told, they start talking about this in the summer. And they will plan out, those dining managers and the assistant director for residential dining, Cheryl Kidwell, they will sit down in the summer and they will plan out all of their special events. So not only their monotony breakers, but the big Thanksgiving dinner, the big stop day brunch that's coming up in a couple of weeks. So they'll plan all of that out. And the budget, you know, realistically is about the same as any budget for any other dining center meal. So it's amazing what they can put out for that budget that they do. But they do kind of, you know, we kind of play with it a little bit, but it's a work in progress all year.
Decorations and everything.
Everything.
I know that you just said Family Traditions. What were the new dishes that went into this Thanksgiving dinner?
Yeah, you know, Thanksgiving is one of those dinners that kind of stays consistent. A couple of years ago, they did do the take on the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, and they did have popcorn and toast and jelly beans and those kinds of things, but it usually stays pretty traditional. But what they did this year was incorporate some of the dining staff's favorite dishes from home. So some casseroles and some different desserts and things like that. So I kind of brought their family experience to our KU family experience.
Made it seem a little more homey.
Yeah.
Like it was a real Thanksgiving dinner.
Well, you know, that KU Dining, our mission is that we are the campus kitchen table. So we wanted our dining centers to be that place where the students could come, you know, sit down with their friends, talk about their day, just like they would if they were at home with their families. So that was what was really important about having the family traditions Thanksgiving meal, was to bring all of that together. You kind of have your family away from home. When you're at college, you have your college family, you have your home family, so that we kind of bridged the gap and brought it all together.
Exactly. I know Thanksgiving coming up on Thursday. What are the hours for Miss E's and other dining halls?
Actually, Mrs. E's won't be open, but the studio will be open. So the studio is going to be open through the entire break. So they'll be open for lunchtime between 11 and 1, and then they'll be open for dinner from 5 to 7. And then Jayhawk Grocer will be open through the entire break as well. And then normal operating hours start back up for the dining centers and also the retail locations on, I think Monday.
On Monday?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, Alecia. We will be back with Peyton and Jack. Stay tuned.
Good morning, KU, and welcome back. We have Peyton Krause, and she is stationed in good old Minnesota.
I am up here in the north.
Peyton, how are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you, Jack?
You know, I'm a little bit groggy, but
Just got out of bed.
we're gonna work past that.
That's
And-
okay.
No, yeah, it's gonna be totally great.
Yeah.
What are you doing this morning?
You know, I just woke up. I'm getting breakfast with friends. Everyone's starting to come back from break, so that's exciting.
Okay.
But yeah,
Where'd
just
you go to
hanging out
breakfast
this
at?
morning. It's nice to be able to sleep in.
Where'd you go to breakfast at?
We have a place called Original Pancake House, so I'm ready for some pancakes.
Oh my God, I
Yeah.
love pancakes.
I got every flavor available.
What kind of pancakes are you gonna get?
I like the blueberry, personally.
Blueberries. Oh,
Yep.
okay. If it was me, I'd probably go with like an apple crisp, like
Ooh.
pancakes. You know, like little tidbits of apple in the
That would
pancakes.
be good.
Love that.
Perfect
Do
for
you still
Thanksgiving, too.
We're wondering on set. It was like a set consensus. Do you still have your 40-pound cat? Is that a
I
thing?
do. He's hanging out with me this morning, actually.
No.
There he is.
Oh my God! Look at that beast. What in the world?
That is my cat.
What?
A little large.
Why is that a thing? Why?
Bird.
Why is a 40-pound cat a thing? That is huge.
Yeah.
Does your cat sit down and eat Thanksgiving dinner with you and go up
He
for
might
4 or 5
actually, yeah.
plates every year?
His
Oh my
favorite is
God.
Honey Nut Cheerios, so.
That thing's like Garfield's great uncle. He's huge.
He's pretty big.
So what line of descent makes a cat that big? Was that like a lion and a jaguar were breeding and they
might
made that
be.
little thing and it ended up in Minnesota?
I think it did, actually, yes.
Really? Okay. I want to know where I can get one of my hands on those things. That is a monster.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Are you having Thanksgiving at your house? Are you going to like your grandma's house or?
We
what's the
have it
deal?
at our house this year, so it's a little crazy trying to clean and get everything ready.
Oh my
but
God!
it
Okay.
should be good.
Thanksgiving
Where are you
at
going
your
for
house,
Thanksgiving?
so you're gonna be prepping. Are you gonna have like some music on, like some festive music? What do you?
Probably, yes. My
Okay.
family likes to listen to Christmas music as soon as Halloween gets over.
Okay, so you're one of those
it's
families
been
who has
on
Christmas
repeat.
music on pre-Thanksgiving. I get it. I really do. I'm one of those people too. Don't listen to the haters. Like they're gonna say like, oh, you guys are one of those commercialized people like to listen to Christmas music for. Don't
okay.
listen to them. Don't listen to them.
Where are you going for Thanksgiving?
We're a little tickle in my throat there. Excuse me. I'm going to be going to Kansas City to celebrate Thanksgiving with my grandma and all my cousins and all my aunts and uncles who live in Kansas City.
That
It'll
sounds
be
fun.
a great time, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I just hope my cousin Grant isn't the selfish little rascal he is and goes up for 4 or 5 plates.
How old is he?
Always does. He's one of those high school fiends who just has to get his fix with all that. He likes to show off with how much he can eat. You know, it's whatever. But the news is coming up next. Peyton, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day, and tell your cat thanks for making the little guest appearance. We really appreciated that.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. The news is next.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Welcome back, I'm Dan Garrett.
And I'm Anna Pankiewicz, and this is your Tuesday Good Morning KU News Update. Former U.S. President Bill Clinton was on campus yesterday to accept the 2015 Dole Leadership Prize held by the Institute of Politics. The prize comes with a $25,000 award, and Clinton chose to donate that money back to the Dole Institute. Director Bill Lacey said the money will go towards the new Women and Leadership Lecture Series, expected to launch within the next couple of years.
A nonprofit health advocacy group in Wichita produced a study that says youth drug overdose rates are up in Kansas, but remain lower in national rate. The study showed that Kansas' overall drug overdose death rate for 12 to 25-year-olds was 5.9 deaths for every 100,000 youths. In comparison, there are 7.3 deaths nationally for every 100,000 youths.
A bomb squad was called to a Paris suburb on Monday after investigators found a possible suicide vest in a garbage can. The item contained bolts and TATP, the same explosive found in the suicide belts used by Paris attackers. Authorities have not said if this is connected to the November 13th terrorist attacks.
Andrea Quinnett, a KU communications professor, has been put on administrative leave with pay during an investigation by the Office of Institutional Opportunity and Access. The suspension and investigation was prompted after graduate students of the class of Comms 930 voiced their concerns, claiming that Quinnett used racial slurs.
Police are searching for witnesses to come forward after a shooting in New Orleans Park left 17 people injured. An estimated 300 to 500 people had gathered at Bunny Friend Playground for an impromptu music video Sunday night when 2 groups began firing on each other. 10 women and 7 men were injured and received treatment at area hospitals.
At 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, KU's McCollum Hall will be demolished. About 750 pounds of explosives will detonate. In 18 seconds, the 10-story, 3-winged, 220,000 square foot residence will become a pile of rubble. McCollum opened in 1965 and initially housed 910 students.
And that will wrap it up for your news update. Stay tuned for Lydia with the weather.
Once again, welcome back, KU. I'm Zach Fisher, joined by Lydia Taylor. Lydia, how you doing?
Hey guys, how are you? I'm doing good. I'm a little chilly up here, not gonna lie. And it's a little breezy, I'm sure you can tell. But it's gonna kind of stay in the 50s all day today. It's gonna be sunny, so it shouldn't be too bad. It's a little windy, so having a light jacket might be a good thing for you. You guys, I'm kind of bummed though, looking at the weather for the rest of the week with Thanksgiving and the holiday. It's going to be rainy in KC all week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I can't remember the last Thanksgiving that it rained. That's a bummer. I'd rather have it snow if it's going to be like, that,
definitely
you know?
will be a bummer, yeah. And so Lydia, with Thanksgiving this week, what are you going to be doing for Thanksgiving this year?
We stay in Kansas City. My mom's whole family lives there, so we're just going to lay low, hang out with the family, do some shopping, do some cooking.
Awesome, but yeah, that
it
sounds
should be
great.
fun.
Yep, Lydia, thank you very much for joining us as always.
Yeah, of course. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Have a great Thanksgiving, KU. See you next week.